although I never really fully understood. And maybe one of these days a vegetarian will explain it to me. But I never understood if you want to be a vegetarian, perfectly fine. But why then do you try to make everything taste like meat? I don't get that. You know, it's like if you want to be a vegetarian and eat your vegetables, and that's what they taste like. But no, they want to make everything taste like meat, which I will tell you from experience, they epically fail at that, you know. Um, but we don't want to get involved with these strange doctrines. Another one of these strange doctrines can be people taking information from the Old Testament, like, if your life isn't going well, then the sins of your father are still upon you and they haven't been dealt with. That's an Old Testament concept for Israel and has nothing to do with the church. Strange doctrines. We want to be careful of those. We also have the doctrine of Balaam. We see this over in Revelation. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 14 is one of the areas that talks about the teachings, or literally the doctrine of Balaam. Now, this is something, by the way, that we deal with very much today. And- but I have a few things against you in the context here. Now, he is talking about one of the churches. As you back up, he's talking about Pergamos, the church here. And as we get into the book of Revelation here in a few weeks, because we'll be starting this in April here when we go through this, we will be talking about how the seven churches here are referring to the seven periods of the church on earth and how that relates, which is quite interesting. But this is what he has against this assembly.